Ngunyi is coming up with a narrative that can benefit President William Samoei Arap Ruto, and at the same time, it can solve his political equation for 2027 in Mount Kenya region to be specific. But is it an intention of frustrating Rigathi Gachagua's political efforts in Mount Kenya region so as not to make President William Ruto a one-term president? Allow me to share with you that particular information, and I quote: "The Meru, Embu, and Kirinyaga nations control 2.3 million Gema votes. The Valley Kikuyus in the diaspora control 1.8 million votes. With 4.2 million votes, why should they follow Kiambu, Murang'a, and Nyeri, who see them as Kikuyu appendages to be used? Dear Kindiki, that is why I was saying this might be a waking up call for Deputy President Professor Kithure Kindiki to consider his political moves in Mount Kenya region. Why do you think Ngunyi decided to single out Nyeri, Murang'a, and Kiambu? To be honest, the former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua is coming from Nyeri County. Allow me to tell you something. President William Samoei Arap Ruto's political advisors are finding it very easy to deal with Rigathi Gachagua for two major reasons. Number one, Rigathi Gachagua is always concentrating in Mount Kenya region. And I'm going to explain that particular point, but before we do that, please like the video to reach many people as possible. And in case it is your first time, support us by subscribing and turning on the notification bell. We are on a mission to 6,000 subscribers before the end of this month, and we need you. Thank you. I was talking about concentration in Mount Kenya. That is something that many Kenyans believe that Rigathi Gachagua is a man of Murima. But why is it that those who are close to President William Samoei Arap Ruto, especially his political advisors, like Ngunyi, they're finding it very easy to hit hard on Rigathi Gachagua? Concentrating in Mount Kenya makes Rigathi Gachagua to look like a tribalist. And that is something that those who are close to President William Ruto were able to use against him during his impeachment process. And some Kenyans felt like Rigathi Gachagua was alienating Mount Kenya with the rest of other Kenyans. And that is something that many people believe is a bygone. It is not something that you can revive at this particular time. In fact, people believe that he cannot go and campaign outside Mount Kenya region and gain more votes, despite the fact that President William Ruto's administration is unpopular on the ground. But they're finding it very easy to use that reason to hit hard on Rigathi Gachagua. Number two, untrustworthy narrative against President William Samoei Arap Ruto. If you watch the interview that the former deputy president had with on NTV, you will find it that Rigathi Gachagua was not giving us a trustworthy narrative that can make Kenyans to vote against President William Samoei Arap Ruto. For example, when he was asked about the SHA, the Social Health Authority, he said it is being rushed. Yet it was part of that cabinet. It was part of those problems. Instead of owning the mistakes and maybe apologizing and telling Kenyans that this is not right, is not owning that particular mistake. Number two, he supported the affordable housing program. In fact, in different occasions, Rigathi Gachagua was supporting the affordable housing program. But what did he say? He is not interested in supporting that and cannot be part of something that Kenyans are not interested. The reality on the ground, many Kenyans are not interested. But how can that narrative be trusted, yet you are part of it and you supported that particular program? Now, those who are close to President William Ruto, they are finding it very easy to hit hard on Rigathi Gachagua for that particular reason. But why is it a waking up call for Professor Kithure Kindiki, the third Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, as per Ngunyi's post? Now, Professor Kithure Kindiki has been keen. He has been trying to go outside Mount Kenya region. His first Thanksgiving ceremony and also Sunday service was in Kilifi. The second one, he took it to Kirinyaga. The third one, he took it to Kitui. So he's making that particular move to make Kenyans to believe that he's a deputy president of the Republic of Kenya. However, he must be in a position to understand Professor, he must be in a position to understand Ngunyi's argument. Allow me now to expound on that particular argument. Ngunyi is sending a waking up call or sending a waking up message to to the current deputy president, that is Professor Kithure Kindiki. Number one, that Meru, Embu, Kirinyaga nations control 2.3 million gamer votes. So he must be in a position to consider that he has go if he can make himself plan himself politically, he can influence the Meru, Embu, and Kirinyaga nations to get more votes to frustrate Rigathi Gachagua's effort to make President William Ruto a one-term president. Number two is informing Professor Kithure Kindiki that the Valley Kikuyus in the diaspora control only 1.8 million votes. The number three is telling Professor Kithure Kindiki that with 4.2 million votes, why should they follow Kiambu, Muranga, and Nyeri, who see them as a Kikuyu or as Kikuyu appendage to be used? Dear Kindiki, that was a direct message to Professor Kithure Kindiki. I don't know what you think, but I'm beginning to understand that President William Ruto, for him to win a second term, is not going to be a walk in the park, but they're also creating a narrative to make Rigathi Gachagua weak. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.